Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing great. I am Tohi Zafar and in this video we are going to talk about do writing blog posts still matter in the age of AI when you can get answer to any question without any clicks to any website. Does writing blog posts still matter and does that make sense? We will deep dive into this topic in this video. So, with AI writing articles and search results, do blog posts still matter? This is a question in the mind of every SEO or content writer out there. And the simple and the short and the very easy answer to this question is yes, blog posts still matter, and these blog posts matter even more than ever. But writing the rules of writing blog posts have changed. AI has raised the bar for everyone. If you want something very generic, you can just Google it and you can ask any AI, and that will answer that question. It's very simple, right? So it's not about if you write a blog post, you will rank. It's about how you write blog posts, right? So your new goal is to provide value that AI cannot replicate. And the good news is we can do this by using AI, right? You got it, right? We will use AI to beat AI, and for that obviously we have to do something different that other person is not doing. We have to train the AI with our experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness so that AI show those things in its content, right? How we do that, we will talk about this thing in another video, or if you want this thing, you can just comment below. We will talk about this, right? So here's a new way of doing this. First of all, why blog posts still are still important. Even if you are not cited in the Google overview, you are not cited by any other source, still writing blog posts are important. And here I'm telling you why, right? Uh, if let's say I am a service-based business, let's say I have a plumbing based business, right? So I just made my website out there and my local map tag, and I just made some pages, some important pages, some service pages about my location. That can be any location in United States or wherever I am staying. I just made those pages and I just published my website, and my website got indexed. That's a scenario one. And on the other hand, on the other website, I am operating in a different city and I have made the same website like this first scenario website. But one thing I did extra is I wrote blog posts about my industry, about my niche. So what will happen? What change would you expect from these two results in the eyes of Google? Because Google will be ranking those. So you will see that the website without any blog post will rank lower, while the website with blog posts about my industry, about plumbing industry and niche will be ranking higher. And it's simply because by writing the blog post, I'm telling Google that, hey, look at this. I am expert about my field. Blog post, I if I'm plumbing, what will I write about? I write about plumbing things, I write about tools, I write about problems I go through while doing plumbing and stuff like that. I will be talking about plumbing, of course, right? So Google will say that, okay, this person is writing blog posts for this period of time, and all the blog posts are just adding to his primary service, which is plumbing. So Google will think that okay, this person has experience. I can see through his blog post. So Google will what will Google do? Google will rank me, and Google will trust me more. And Google will say that okay, this person has value to offer, so I will trust him. And why Google knows that? How Google knows that I have value to offer because of my blog post. So by writing blog posts, Google will rank up my service pages in that location as well. Why? Because I have already told Google that I am an expert in this field by writing simply the blog post. Right? Even blog posts are not being cited anywhere in the internet in the AI overview, but still Google will think that okay, this person is writing about its expertise in this niche, so I'll trust him. And it's as simple as that. Blog posts still matter and they do impact our rankings, right? Now, question comes: what type of blog post should we write? Yeah, we should aim to write as best blog posts as possible, but we should write at least something, right? Because something is better than nothing. Okay. So blog posts help us build the authority in your niche. So if we have blog posts, we will have authority in our niche. We will be talking about each and every topic about our niche in that city, right? So what we can do is we will have to prove EEAT criteria to Google, which is we will try to showcase the first-hand experience of any product or any service or the service we are offering. We will demonstrate organizational expertise. We will establish topical authoritativeness, which is in this topic, in this niche, I am the king. As simple as that. And they will establish trustworthiness. By writing blog posts for some time, for let's say 1 year, 2 year, Google will know that okay, this person is talking about this thing. He must be expert in this field. As simple as that. And it will build my authority in my niche. And by building authority in my niche, ranking my business, my website, my local map pack will be super, super, super easy, right? So we will deep dive into our EEAT criteria, which is experience. I will try to show my experience, first hand on experience in my blog post. I will talk about my expertise. I will talk about my authoritativeness in this field, and I also talk about my trustworthiness, because all these things will create trustworthiness in the eyes of Google. Or I can show my portfolio there. Everything will be there, and how it used to happen, we will in the past we just write the content, we just stuff the keywords unnaturally, and then our blog posts were ranking easily. It happens in the past, but now ai is AI has replaced that. And I have good news: if someone is writing content with AI, the content will be very generic, because that is a randomly written content. But if we train AI the way we want to write it content, it will create a beast for us. Trust me, because we can't fight with AI, but we can use the AI in our advantage, right? So we have to adopt to AI overviews, which means if I search something, AI overview will be there to answer that. So we have to adopt it, and we must try to be the source of that information. And instead of just starting about simple things, we have to deep dive. Let's say if I am writing about plumbing, what is plumbing? I will go in depth about each and everything in plumbing, right? And if I do so, that blog post will have a lot of more content, a lot of answers to different questions, because I am going in that. I'm telling everything in one blog post, and Google will love that. And Google will again and again cite me for different keywords, for different queries, right? So this is the way how we write. Instead of just targeting what is, we can target how to or why and stuff like that, and we try to go in depth. So our new strategy will be we try to target the complex queries. And how can we do that? It's not just we just post blog posts by just targeting the complex query, because not a lot of people will be searching a complex query. What we will do, we will write a blog about something about our topic, and we will try to go in depth, go complex in that blog post. We first try to explain simple ideas, then explain more detailed ideas and different talk about different dimensions of that topic, right? This is how we are going to get complex, and this is how we will be cited, because we are clear, we are telling everything that is needed to know about that topic. And trust me, this will not finish the topics in this world. This will just create more and more and more topics to write blogs on, right? So there, one thing we need to master is we need to make the on-page SEO parts, technical parts of SEO, as clear as possible, because we cannot leave the basics. AI overview, to appear in AI overview, people do different things. They think to appear in AI overview, we have to do something very crazy, very different, or something like that. But trust me, that's not the case. The case is we have to do the basics correctly, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean we our headings should be clear, our heading should have clear hierarchy, because AI, because Google bots understand that hierarchy is what they understand. They understand, okay, this is parent, this is child, this is sub-child, and stuff like that, and this makes sense to them. Then we can use, we have to be, instead of writing just a paragraph, we can write in bullet points, and we number them. That will be a different approach, and that will help user to understand what it is, and it will also help AI. And the best thing we can do is add a schema markup, and this tells about our page content to Google or AI directly in coding language. If, let's say, AI or Google bot is looking this screen, they won't see your mission and this dark blue background. They won't see that. They will see the coding behind this thing, right? They don't understand what is it. For them, for Google bot, for AI overviews, AI bots, this thing, this whole screen right now you are seeing is just a mess, right? The more beautiful my screen is, the more messy it will be for AI or for Google bots. So because they don't understand this thing, they understand the language of coding, and they try to decode what's sitting behind this screen in the form of coding, right? So our new mission is, we just don't write, we build authority, we provide value, and we create foundational data that AI itself relies on. And the good news is we can do this while using the AI, right? So you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. I will try to answer, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.